dang, for like a little tiny little computer, it's that much money. But I found something worth more of value than that module down there. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are back to work on the 2022 Toyota Supra A91 CF edition. And guys, this car is starting to come together. We hit a little bit of a hiccup or a roadblock in like the last video, but we got that completely taken care of now, guys, and we can go ahead and do what we were supposed to be doing in the previous video in this video. So guys, in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and we have to take some stuff apart in the interior that's not supposed to be there. And then we're also gonna put some new parts in that are broken on the interior. We're also gonna go ahead, throw on all the absorber pieces up in the front end, put the front bumper back on, guys. And the only thing this car is going to be missing is fluids, wheels, and some little modifications here and there that we're gonna be throwing at those. Those will be in the next video. But in today's video, we're just gonna go ahead and make this thing look more like a car and put everything on it except for the mods, guys. This thing is gonna look absolutely insane, but we're gonna go ahead and start off with the front end of this beast. Let's do it. Alright guys, so I'm about to pick up this bumper to put it on the car. It's looking so sick over there, but don't turn the camera around yet because there's something sitting right there that I'm going to show you guys in the next video. It's going to be epic. But this is a grill that they popped off of this bumper, and I was thinking why they would have popped this off the bumper. So I was kind of looking at it a little bit, and I popped this off, and like I noticed that there's supposed to be something here that's not here. Turns out it's the radar cruise control sensor, adaptive cruise control sensor, something like that. And I looked it up online, and on eBay it's about $1,000 to $1,500, and the dealership has it for like $2,300. And I was thinking, dang, for like a little tiny little computer, it's that much money. Also not sure why they would even take that in the first place, but that's a lot of money for a little computer module. I don't know if it needs to be programmed or not. I'm thinking maybe it might just work, honestly, guys. But I decided to just go ahead and cross-reference some part numbers, and I found out that Mercedes-Benz uses the same computer right here made by Bosch. So I got this for like 160 bucks, so a lot more money saved right there, guys. And I'm hoping that as soon as I plug this in, it just works and it doesn't need to be programmed. But I'm willing to take the gamble on this. Considering brand new from the dealership is like 2,300 bucks, I'm willing to take the gamble on this and seeing if it works. So we're gonna go ahead, slap this inside of our grill, put the grill back on this bumper, and put this bumper back on the car. Like blowing dust everywhere. Oh my.
It's got a crater in it.
Dude, there's like all the dirt from Mars is in here.
It's got another planet in there.
It's got a whole nother galaxy. Oh my.
Oh wow.
Bro scrapes like crazy. I don't know what this came from. Dude, you're kidding me. We can start a landscaping company with all this.
That's a lot.
Dude, it just keeps going. Oh, it's so dusty in here now.
It'll blow it away.
Gosh. Look at the bike. Oh, gotta take the splitter off. It's like all up in there. Okay, guys, I think we knocked all the dirt and rocks out. Stick it. Nothing. Let's go. I don't know how that got in there.
it has a oil cap on it.
Yeah. Dude, literally puts a smile on your face seeing this thing come together. Whoa, snap. I love the red striping and the Toyota emblem, dude. That's so sick.
This thing's like literally right by it.
I know,
like,
dude.
They made this cutout.
Everything fits up so precisely. And this is so fresh and clean.
I don't even want to touch the Toyota logo.
I'll do
I'll
it.
touch it.
Wow, dude, what? So sick, dude. This thing's looking like a car again, dude. What? Oh my goodness. All right, guys, so these little plastic push clips, these were like aftermarket ones that the previous owner kind of snapped in over here on the driver's side inner fender here. And the OEM ones are the ones that I put on this side here. As you guys can see, they got a pretty big difference.
More cleaner.
Yeah, these look a lot cleaner than these, and these are clearly aftermarkets. So I ordered some extras so I can replace the ones on this side too, you know, just to go that extra step to make sure this car looks absolutely amazing. It's not needed, but I want to do it because every time I build a car, I want to make sure that it's better than ever. So this car is going to be super awesome. It's going to look OEM, so I'm going to replace these rivets right here. All right, guys, so we got these rivets completely replaced. Looks absolutely amazing. Dude, be careful. But we got those all replaced. Guys, take a look at this front bumper here. We were both just looking at this thing in awe, guys. This thing is insane how it's coming out.
Cover, it looks like
Insane, guys. That right there, putting the engine cover on, just signifies that this engine is done being rebuilt. And that just looks absolutely insane to put on. I even put on like the little insulator piece that goes like towards the back of it. Everything fit up so awesome, guys. Look at this engine cover, guys. It's in there for good. And we got this bumper on. This is here for good as well, guys. Everything is plugged up, so stout. Nothing is going anywhere, guys. This thing is looking insane. It's looking like a car again. So apart from the exterior, guys, I know you guys may know the obvious things that are missing: wheels, hood. That's pretty much left. That's all that's left on the exterior of this thing. We got everything else out of the way. But those things are, in a way, somewhat a modification. It's a little hint for the next video. So those things are going to be installed in the next video, but we still have a lot of work to do on the interior of this thing. There are some parts in the interior that for some reason are broken and missing, and then there's a lot of excessive wiring for something, probably the methanol system that was in this car. So we got to tear all that stuff out because none of that stuff is in the car anymore. Like the methanol tank, all that's completely missing. So we got to take out all the wiring for that stuff, guys, and replace all the broken interior parts and just get this interior on this car absolutely put together. Let me show you guys a little bit of what's going on this interior. So if you guys take a look right over here, you can see all this wiring is running through the car. So we're gonna have to take all this out and find out where it's routed through. As you can see, I pulled some out of the dash too. There's some in the dashboard. There's the gauge for the methanol. We're gonna have to take all this off and undo all the wiring for all this. And you guys can see the visor is broken, so we have a new one of these we're gonna install. And then there's some paneling in the trunk that is missing as well, guys. So we're gonna pop inside all that stuff and get this interior put together, pop the floor mats back in, maybe give it a quick little vacuum to, you know, make it look nice and pretty. But yeah, a little bit of work on the interior. Not as crazy as what the engine was, but there's still a little bit of work of removing things and replacing some stuff. But it should be pretty fun, guys, so I'm pretty excited. Let's go ahead and get this interior spick and span. All right, guys, so this is progress so far. So I pulled out all this stuff right here out of the firewall of the car. Got all this stuff out of here, but then I discovered that there is a wire that taps into the OBD port, and I pulled it all down, and as you guys can see, it's this isn't some aftermarket loom right here, but this black wire is an OEM wire, and it's tapping into this OEM wire, and then it's coming back into the OBD port. But this other wire that's part of this is not an OEM wire. So I'm thinking that first we have to take this off and fix this and make this a straight connection again and get rid of this blue thing and this red wire, because this is cutting power to this black wire that's here, because this red wire has actually been cut the entire time. So we need to completely get rid of this and make this all original again, and then we can put all this stuff back up. And maybe this is why we're also having a little bit of trouble communicating with the car, but we definitely need to get rid of this because this is literally straight to the OBD port. That could be a very good reason why we can't get communication to this car's ECU. So we need to get rid of this and fix that, and then we can go ahead and continue with tearing all this stuff out of the car. But we're making some pretty good and steady progress. But we're gonna go ahead and just splice that back together and take out all of that. So let's do it. There you are.
Thank you.
So what'd you say? You say it looks easy?
Looks pretty easy.
It does. It just looks like one wire needs to be spliced back together. That's literally it.
It looks like he just
kind of
cut off.
Yeah, kind of just tapped into it for some power.
Yeah.
Probably for some power or for some ground or something.
Probably not good for the car anyways.
Yeah, I just gotta take that out. Definitely don't want any of this aftermarket stuff in here. It is kind of nicely done though. It's very nice and tidy, but
Don't need it.
yeah, we don't need it.
Did you get the angle?
Yeah, I got the angle.
Okay.
Legit. Looks
OEM.
sick. OEM. Well, this should be pretty fun. I think it's like 4 T40s or 45s, maybe T30s. Just 4 of those torque spits on either side of the seat. Put some power to it, move the seat around, get those bolts out, and move the seat out of the way so we can get those unhooked. And then hopefully it's just a straight, easy forward to get the rest of this out, and we can put everything back together on this interior. But yeah, so far so good. Going pretty well. I think we might have just solved our communication issue with that little guy right there, but it's looking nice and good now. So we just continue getting the rest of this out. Just found something really epic. Okay guys, so I figured out why there's a bunch of power stuff running to the back of the seat under it. There's a big old module here that literally says, let's see if I get this focus for you guys. It's a big old module under here that literally says snow performance. So that's probably like the brains of the system. But I found something worth more of value than that module down there. At least $3,000.
Snap-on tool.
Snap-on. He's probably still making payments on that, dude.
Should we keep it?
I guess.
Or just put it somewhere?
It's a gift from the Supra for fixing it. Let me get a better look at that module. Take a look at that thing. Let's see. Let's go.
Oh yay!
Look at that, dude. All that harness right there.
Wait, what goes in the normal clips then?
This is a module.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It just plugs in like that.
That's actually kind of sick.
This whole system I looked up, it's like $800, close to 1,000, something like that. So yeah, pretty cool.
Cool.
Yep.
Now we just gotta get it out of the trunk.
So if anybody needs a module for their methanol system and
We'll
you
just
don't,
give it to them for free.
yeah, you can just have it. All right. Well, I think we can put the seat down, and we're gonna try to pull the rest of this stuff out now. Dang, this interior is really getting stripped apart as we like take all this out. But
This is like a lot of wires in there.
oh yeah,
Can I put it down now?
yeah.
Are you gonna bolt this back in?
No, I think we're gonna drive it like that. Kidding. All right, guys. So here's what I'm thinking. So there's some zip ties holding this to the car, so we're gonna cut all those. But it looks like that all this stuff kind of like routes its way behind this panel into the trunk. So after we get all this stuff unhooked, I'm thinking we can just pull through the thin little wires that are in the trunk with all this, and we should have all this wiring removed. Okay, guys. So we're in the trunk now, and it looks like there's a lot more wires that are zip tied together, so we're gonna have to cut all those zip ties and figure out what's OEM and what's not and pull all this stuff out. When we got the car, there was like, where'd it go? Is this thing. This thing was plugged into the fuse box. That's very obviously not OEM, and it had like another fuse on it supporting it. It was kind of strange, but we took it all apart and we pulled all this out because it was not OEM, and we just put the fuse by itself back into where it was. And it looks like there's some stuff grounded, so we're gonna have to undo all that, take all this stuff off and put back what's OEM, cut all these zip ties, and hopefully we can get all this stuff pulled out pretty easily. Let's go. Whoa. It's like in the seat. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. There's a bunch of stuff back here. Wow. That was all just
Everything out of there.
that was all just running through there.
Except for this.
All right, guys. So we got all this out of the car right here. It was a little bit more intricate than we thought we would. I wasn't expecting to find this module here, but I don't know why they only took half the system if they were gonna take the entire thing, because it's kind of the brains of the whole thing, and they forgot to take this. Maybe they just forgot, but this was in there. We cut off all those red wires and stuff that was in the OBD port. We got that all fixed up and put some nice pretty harness tape on it. Got that looking OEM, so hopefully this car works a lot better. It certainly does look the part though. But we got all this stuff out too, all those grounds that were in the trunk, this gauge that was on the odometer. Got this all taken off, guys. So yeah, I'm really happy we got all this stuff out without too many problems. Now we have to assemble this interior and put back all the stuff that's broken. So I told you guys the visor is broken, and then there's some little pieces in the trunk that are missing that I have right here that we got online. So we're definitely gonna have to replace all that stuff and make this interior look just as good as the exterior. So let's go ahead and finish up this interior. Should be pretty fun. So we have to do the interior on the car. We have to put that together, and then after that we're gonna move on to the trunk. This is the trunk liner right here, but I gotta say, guys, this part right here, it's making me hungry. Burgers. Oh wow. Okay, you want to put Ghostrifter on her? The slice. So good. Actually, I have a... How'd you start chewing like that? Time for this cover. Okay.
It looks nice.
I know. Now we gotta do this cover. This goes where? Here? There's that. That's where that goes. Fresh from the dealership.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It goes right here. Ta-da! And that's a done trunk right there.
It's all done now.
Yay!
What are we looking at here? Oh snap, it looks really cool on camera.
Yeah. Here, let's clean it up. Oh, let's get the vacuum and clean these now.
We can clean them.
Would you have the lily brush? You brought it, right?
Yeah, I have a lily brush.
Got that. All right, both floor mats are in. Guys, we got tons and tons of work done today. This car is starting to look really, really good. We got most of the interior done. All we have left is the visor. And then we're gonna see what else we need to do. I think that might be it. But guys, I'll go ahead and see you all tomorrow in the morning. All right, guys, so it is the next day here now, and right now we're just gonna go ahead and dig right into this thing, and we're gonna go ahead and install the brand new visor. As you guys can see, the old one right here just got torn right off of the mount it's supposed to have right here. So this one's pretty much useless, can't use that anymore. So we got a new one right here. Imagine if they're the wrong one. But guys, I can't get over how sick this car is looking. It's looking absolutely insane. I have not seen it like this, guys, for a while. It looks absolutely insane with this engine cover. The engine on this car is complete, and it looks absolutely amazing without the hood on the car, but it's gonna look even more crazy with the hood that we're gonna be putting on this car. I love the carbon fenders, all the carbon fiber accents on this car. It is a CF edition after all. But we're gonna put these in, and then in the last video we did install the inner fenders, and we were missing some screws. Those screws just did come in, so we're gonna slap those screws in too today. But first we're gonna do this visor right here. We're gonna put those screws in, and there's like a little bit of tightening we have to do with this door. I think the door strap, the door check strap might be a little loose. It makes a little sound. So we're gonna need to tighten that up. So we're gonna tighten a few things up, guys, get this thing nice and ready for some mods for the next video. But let's go ahead and start by putting this brand new visor into place. That took like 2 seconds. Catch. All right, next thing up fix this noisy check strap. I think all we gotta do is just tighten this bolt and it should solve our problem. Let's see if it works. Guys, the problem actually lies right here in this gasket. Take a look what happens when I open the door. This is not tucked in correctly. It's supposed to be tucked in behind this fender and it's over it. Same with down here. Just like this. Because the door check is actually tight. That should fix it. Oh yeah, way better. Super easy fix. I guess they just forgot to tuck that gasket in when they put these fenders on. Next up, inner fender screws. Nice and tidy. There's some residue on the front bumper, a little bit on the headlights, and on the carbon fenders from when they tarped the engine at the auction. So a little bit of rubbing alcohol should take care of that. So instant. Gotta get that sneak peek picture for the Instagram. Holy cannoli, guys. This thing is coming out super incredible, guys. This thing is looking sick. Come over onto the interior so I can show you guys real quick on how much this interior has shaped up, guys. It was pretty dirty in here. It's pretty messy. There's a lot of stuff placed all over the place. That door sounds amazing when we open it now. But take a look on the inside. This interior wasn't too bad when we got it, but the visor was broken. It was just a little rough around the edges. There were some wires running in places and you could see it. Just didn't look all that great. But now we got everything removed and replaced and it looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, guys, that's for the interior right there. It came out absolutely amazing. We also went ahead and we just removed all the residue from the when they like tarped up this car with that sticky tape. So we got all that off so we don't have to worry about it when we wash this car. We also got the engine bay 100% done. We got the underside of this car 100% put together. We got all the inner fenders in. We got the bumper on, guys. This thing is looking really, really amazing. All this carbon fiber looks super, super good, guys. In the next video, it's gonna be pretty crazy, guys. In the next video, we're gonna get this car completely on the ground, guys, and it's gonna look really amazing. We're gonna have all the fluids in it. We might even get a first start, but that might not happen. In the next one, we'll see. But this thing is gonna look absolutely insane, guys, in the next video. It's really taking shape. This video, we got a lot of stuff done. If you guys love this Supra build, be sure to go down below, hit that like button. While you're at it, there's a shiny red subscribe button that you should click. And thank you guys so much for all the support and all your love, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all that you guys do. I really do appreciate it. But this thing is coming out amazing, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. You're not gonna wanna miss it. It's gonna be sick. See you all in the next one. Bye.